Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new video on the channel. I hope you guys do enjoy it. If you do want to see more, then smash the subscribe button. If you're on the channel, also drop a like on the video if you enjoy my content as well, because this one is a very, very special one. So let's get into the final episode of Season 1 of the Tottenham Hotspur Career Mode. Let's do it. Come on, you Spurs. Right then, so if you can cast your minds back to the last episode, it did end in quite good fashion, to be fair. It settled this episode nicely. So we got West Ham. We lost to West Ham, 3-2. Beat Forest, but then drew to challengers Newcastle in second place. We beat Man United in the FA Cup. Then we beat Fulham and beat Arsenal in the North London Derby revenge match. But now, let's take a look in May to the final episode of the season. So this is what awaits us in this final episode. We've got Liverpool at Anfield, we've got Burnley, we've got City at home, and on the final Premier League day, we've got Sheffield United away, and then we have the Emirates FA Cup game against Arsenal once again to see who comes out on top once again. We could have the Premier League secured, we could not, who knows, but we've got 3 games that we're going to play. We're going to play the Liverpool, City and Arsenal game, and we might just round out the second half against that Sheffield United to maybe see the trophy celebrations. Let's find out. Let's get into it. Come on, you Spurs. Right then, so here we go for the Liverpool game. A must-win game. We've got Vicaria in net, Porro, Romero, Van der Ven, Udogie, Basuma and Bentancur as the 2 midfielders, with Kulusevski, Son, Maddison, and then top it up is Werner up top. Let's get in this one. Come on, you Spurs. Let's do this, man. Let's do it. Come on. Liverpool v Spurs is always a good game. And today it's going to be none other like before. Both teams need this. Liverpool need this to get a potential Champions League spot. And we need it to keep our Premier League title hopes alive. With Newcastle just a point behind, this needs to be a must-win game. Oh, Van der Ven gets back very well there. Destiny, what can he do on the break? Bentancur, he has time. Brilliant save by Alisson. This time another corner on the opposite side. Maddison to take. Dejan goes short, but into Romero. But good save by Alisson. Maddison to Basuma. Pedro Porro lines up a strike. Oh, what a goal! That could have just secured the title. That could be the goal. A point would secure us Champions League football, but the 3 could secure us something else. Pedro Porro from 25 yards out. What a strike. Goal of the season potential. His first goal in the Premier League this season, and what a way to get it. It is Liverpool 0, Spurs 1. Jota out wide to Salah. Oh, Destiny does so well. And Son can pick it up. He's got acres of space. Son, he keeps going. It's Son. Through to Werner. Timo Werner on the stroke of half-time makes it 2-0. Son does all the hard work, but Werner finishes it off. And it is Liverpool 0, Spurs 2, literally on the stroke of half-time. Is that all she wrote for the first half? It pretty much will be. Just waiting on the refs full-time whistle. Ref, it's been 2 minutes. Thank you, ref. But it is Liverpool 0, Spurs 2 at half-time. And that could mean a lot for the title. Porro. Into Dejan Kulusevski now. Trying to work it infield. He does to Werner. Werner! That is 3. That is 3. And that could be 3 points. We've bought Werner in January. And it seems to be a very good purchase. And that could be the deciding factor. And if we drop points to either Burnley or Sheffield United, the title could be over. Salah skips away from Van der Ven. Jota. Salah, brilliant strike. And a brilliant goal. 20 minutes to go. Could this be a consolation, or could this be a Liverpool comeback on the horizon? McAllister. Liverpool throwing bodies forward. They need a point. They need the points more than we do as well. Jota flaring off the skills. Van der Ven. Diaz. Dragerson. Jota. It's in the back of the net. We couldn't get it cleared, and we've got 13 minutes to hold on to a 1-goal lead and just salvage something. Otherwise, the Prem title could be out of our hands. Endo, Parejo, Dragerson does well. Johnson sees Højbjerg. Porro. Pedro Porro! Do not scratch your eyes. We needed that second goal, and it came right at the perfect time. What a counter-attack play that was. Porro took it upon himself. He got 1 goal today, and you know what? He just thought, I'm going to get a second. Pedro Porro, 2 goals in the Prem, coming in 90 minutes. And that could have just salvaged the 3 points for Spurs today. Destiny's made a really bad challenge there. He isn't going to get... I don't think he got booked for that. Can we clear it? No, we can't. It is a penalty. It is going to be Pedro Porro conceding the penalty, but I thought he won the ball quite well. He won the ball. He got the ball. I'm not having that. He got the ball. Vicario goes the right way, but not in time. And Salah dispatches the penalty. 4-3 with just mere seconds to go. That is it! Spurs get the 3 points. That was probably the most difficult 3 points we've had to endure this season. 2 goals from Pedro Porro. And Werner was the difference between the two sides. And we are still in the hunt for that Premier League title. Finishes here at Anfield. Liverpool 3, Spurs 4. Right then, here we go for the game against Burnley. We are going to quick submit today against Burnley, but this is the team. It's going to be Vicario, Porro, Romero, Dragerson, Udogie, Højbjerg, Bentancur, Kulusevski, Son, Maddison and Richarlison up top today. Let's quick sim this. Hopefully we get the 3 points. We need the 3 points. Let's go. Come on, you Spurs. We get the 3 points in a 5-1 win. Goals coming from Richarlison in the first half, Lo Celso, Richarlison gets his hat-trick, and Son. Wow. Right then, so after that Burnley game, that win puts us 3 points clear at the top. We are a win away from securing the Premier League title. If Newcastle United either drop a point, if Newcastle don't win their game against United, it could be curtains. We could be Premier League champions by the time we face Manchester City. We'll just have to find out. Come on, you Spurs. Right then, here we go for the Manchester City game. It is going to be Vicario in goal, Porro, Romero, Van der Ven, Udogie, Højbjerg, Bentancur, Kulusevski, Maddison, Son and Werner up top to face the City boys. Let's go ahead and let's get into this one. Come on, you Spurs. This could be a deciding game in the Premier League title race. We are 3 points clear at the top. A win against City would surely secure that and potentially give us our first Premier League title in how many years? But we've got to get through Manchester City first. Can try and do something he can. He's got Kulusevski and Son up top. Kulusevski. Kulu! Oh, good save by Edison. Spurs corner. Maddison to take. Straight on the head of Romero! Good save by Edison. Exactly the same. And this time it is in! Christian Romero! Manchester City didn't deal with it the first time very well. And this time it's ended up in the back of the net. A brilliant leap and a brilliant goal. He hasn't come up with many this season, Christian Romero, but when he has, it has been important. Within 10 minutes, it's Spurs 1, Manchester City 1, and could that secure us the Premier League title? Haaland gets the jump on Romero. Grealish to Erling Haaland now. Julian Alvarez. Van der Ven does really well, but he does take out Julian Alvarez in the process. And that is another penalty. He does make the challenge. He does take it very well. Oh, brilliant from Erling Haaland. And it is Manchester City 1, Spurs 1. And that's just going to give City confidence. Right, here we go for the second half now. Switch of ends. And potentially a switch of pace, maybe. We still don't know what's going on in that Newcastle game. So for all we know, they could be winning. We need to just think about this worst case scenario. Newcastle could be winning. And then we would go back to a point clear. And it would just ride on that Sheffield United game. De Bruyne. Van der Ven's went in too hard. And it's going to be a yellow card. City have another penalty. Erling Haaland to step up. Goes the other way. And we've just handed City a lead. And Haaland will run over to Pep Guardiola. It's far too easy. We've just handed Manchester City a goal. We are absolutely just... Manchester City are getting saved. This is what I mean. We couldn't have just handed City a lead in a worst possible time. Doku. Bentancur now. Son. He drifts infield. Step overs. Gets past Guardiola. He strikes it! And that's what we needed from the skipper. Son. That's what we needed. Guardiola makes a really good attempt, and Bentancur sees Kulusevski in space. He's darting infield. He darts. He strikes. He scores! That could have just won us the Premier League. That could have just won us the Premier League. That is going to be his last action of the game. Lo Celso, Dragerson and Brennan Johnson on for some fresh legs. Them changes were made before the goal to maybe break down Manchester City, but we've already done it. Lo Celso, back post to Son, who takes a touch. Brilliant save by Ederson. We give it to Porro. 3 minutes of added on time. Alvarez. Infield to Haaland. Leaves it for De Bruyne. Bernardo Silva. Lo Celso. Johnson. Into Timo Werner. It's Timo Werner. And a dream. He ball rolls the keeper. And that is the Premier League title, surely. Has Timo just secured the Premier League title? The win potentially could have done it. We could be Premier League champions. A ball roll round the keeper to leave a open goal. Spurs 4, City 2. There goes the full-time whistle. And that is the Premier League title. Surely that is the Premier League title with them scenes going on. I have no idea how long that cut out for, but we are Premier League title champions. That win against City was enough to give us the Premier League title. We are Premier League champions. I can't believe it. The titles celebration goes on. That game against Sheffield United is meaningless now. It must have been Newcastle didn't win or got a point. They needed to win Newcastle to keep it alive. But even then, I don't think it would have made much difference. And that game against Sheffield United is so meaningless now. We have the Premier League title. In Season 1, we are Premier League champions. There it is. Premier League champions, Tottenham Hotspur, for the 23-24 season. There we have it. Newcastle did draw to Manchester United to hand us the Premier League title. So essentially we've got to thank Man United, but then we did beat City. So that means in Season 2, potentially, we will be defending the Premier League title and in Champions League football. What a season. Can we do the double though? And can we beat Arsenal in the FA Cup later on in the episode? Stay tuned. So this game against Sheffield United is completely meaningless, so we are going to quick sim it, and we are going to give our second team a run out, and we are also going to give Fraser Forster a chance in net as well, as this is potentially his last game, as he will be retiring. So we're going to give Forster, Royale, Dragerson, Van der Ven, Udogie, Skip, Basuma, Lo Celso, Johnson, Richarlison and Solomon the final chance in the Premier League to secure some goals. Let's quick sim it and find out. Come on, you Spurs. We get the win. It is a nice, comfortable 2-1 win. Goals from Solomon and Johnson, and that secures a brilliant Premier League season. So with the Premier League season done and dusted, let's have a look at the Premier League table. So we secure the Premier League title by 8 points as Newcastle failed to beat Manchester United, drew to Brighton, and then lost on the last day of the season to Brentford in a 2-0 defeat, which gives us the 8 points. Manchester City and Liverpool are with us in the Champions League. Arsenal and Manchester United slip down into Europa League, and Everton clinch conference. Villa, West Ham and Brighton round off the top 10. Chelsea, Forest, Brentford, Fulham and Wolves and Fulham, round out the top 15. Bournemouth and Crystal Palace managed to skip the drop, but all three newly promoted sides of Burnley, Sheffield United and Luton Town are relegated back down to the Championship. We now turn our attention to the final day of the season, and it is the North London Derby in the Emirates FA Cup. Let's do it. Come on, you Spurs. Right then, here we go for the Emirates FA Cup final. It is Vicario, Porro, Romero, Van der Ven and Udogie is the back four. Højbjerg and Bentancur gets the nod with Kulusevski, Son and Maddison partnering up with Werner up top for the Premier League, the FA Cup final. Premier League champions versus Carabao Cup champions. Let's see. Let's do it. Come on, you Spurs. Let's see if we can get the double. That is what we are playing for. Wembley, for the third time this season, awaits. And it could be a very, very intense game. A North London derby to decide the Emirates FA Cup. Arsenal will get us underway. It went to penalties in the Carabao Cup, with Arsenal coming out on top. Son. We see the run of Werner, but he was just a tad bit offside. Udogie. Destiny. It's in the back of the net. We strike first. And it's Destiny Udogie with the opener. Destiny with the opener. And it is going to be one of those days, potentially. Bentancur did get a yellow card for that challenge. So he has to be careful, and he is kind of our little bit of a stab in the dark if we need it there. Martinelli skips past Romero, but can't skip past Van der Ven. Kulusevski plays it back to Højbjerg. Back to Dejan Kulusevski, who can just waltz past the Arsenal defence. Oh, it's in! It's in! It's 2! So lucky on that attempt. But that is what we need. Kulusevski gets so lucky on the deflection. Son hits it first time. And you are just expecting this to riffle the back of the net. But Ramsdale gets a hand onto it, onto the post, and it hits his face and goes in. It is Spurs 2, Arsenal 0. Within a matter of moments. This referee's letting a lot go in this one. Romero. Bentancur. A sharp turn past Jorginho. And he's got acres of space. Maddison. That request pass. Oh my god, what a goal. What a goal. Look at this again. Fake shot, La Requeta. Into a sweet, sweet left foot finish. And a 3-goal lead. It's something we didn't do in the Carabao Cup. And it cost us. This time, we're not taking any prisoners. We get us underway for the second half. And this could be a second half to forget for Arsenal. As Maddison, look at this. No one's... What is Arsenal doing? They just allow Maddison. Watch this again. Literally, watch this again. Gabriel moves out of the way. Gabriel moves out of the way. Look at this. He just stands still. He just stands still. Mikel Arteta, I will be fuming. And it's now 4-0. And surely the final's done. We are FA Cup champions. Maddison comes over to take it. In the box it goes. Looked like it hit a hand. Oh, I thought that was in. I thought that was in. The way it just quickly dipped. I thought that was in. I think so did the entire half of Wembley did as well. Højbjerg. Ødegaard. Out to Martinelli. Ødegaard. Jorginho now. Does a bit of steps and tricks, and they do get one. They get one. Gabriel Jesus gets Arsenal's first. Arsenal need an absolute miracle in these last 15 minutes. And they aren't getting one very, very quickly. As Porro can find Johnson. This time he's not offside. Brennan Johnson fires it in, and this time he has his goal. It's Spurs 5, Arsenal 1. And the FA Cup is coming to the white part of North London. The Spurs side. The Premier League and the Emirates FA Cup is on its way to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. We could have more. We could have more. Johnson. Through to Lo Celso. We are taking the absolute mick now. It's Spurs 6, Arsenal 1. And it's just even more and more painful for the Arsenal boys. Bentancur. Bentancur strikes from downtown. Timber. Oh, Son nicks it. With a minute to go. Lo Celso blocked by Gabriel. Johnson can run onto it. Richarlison fake shot. Gets the space. Oh, how has he missed that? And that is full time. And that is the double for the 23-24 season for Tottenham Hotspur. The Carabao Cup final, which ended in tears. An FA Cup final, which ends in joy. Arsenal got the better of us at the start of the season. A draw in the first North London derby. A penalty shootout loss in the Carabao Cup final. A 7-2 victory in the Premier League to help us clinch the Premier League title. And a 6-1 win in the Emirates FA Cup to give us and Son the second trophy of the season. And what a way to round out this season. Son lifts Spurs' second trophy in the matter of 2 weeks. We hadn't won a trophy since 2013, and we have just won one. We have just won 2 in back-to-back successions. No, I'm sorry, it wasn't 2013. I've just double checked that. It was 2008 was our last title, and it was the Carabao Cup. And we now have 2 trophies in the 23-24 season. A Premier League and an FA Cup. Next year we're going for the quadruple. Spurs winners in the Emirates FA Cup. 6-1 the final score. So let's go ahead and reflect on an unbeaten month of the last episode of the first season. We beat Liverpool, we beat Burnley, and we secured the Premier League title against Manchester City, and then beat Sheffield United in the final day of the Premier League. And then we beat Arsenal for the Emirates FA Cup final. We've got the double in the first season. Maybe in the second season we go for the quadruple. Right then, here we go at the end of the season. The season 23-24 results. The Premier League, we are Premier League champions. The Emirates FA Cup, we won it. The Carabao Cup, we were runners-up. And the pre-season tournament, apparently we got the group stage. But we want more in that final season. And it could be coming home once again to Spurs next season. But you got to tune in. You've got to tune in next season to find out what happens and exactly where we are going to end this. So that is where we're going to end the season, right here. If you want a second season to this Tottenham Hotspur career mode, then drop a like. Drop a like right now on this video to secure the second season of Spurs career mode. I've pre-recorded this in advance, so by the time this comes out, I want to know if you want it. If we can get 5 likes on the video, 5, just 5, I will start recording the second season of the Spurs career mode. If you don't want to see a second, then drop your ideas in the comments down below of what you want to see. Maybe a Sunderland career mode, maybe an Everton career mode in the horizon as well, with their situation going on. Maybe a different career mode if you want. Maybe a player career mode, maybe a club career mode, maybe do a hashtag again, bring them back. Let us know what you want in the comments down below, or drop 5 likes on the video, and the second season will be on its horizon very, very, very shortly, where we will do it all again, and I can't wait. So without further ado, this is where we're going to end the episode here today. And yeah, make sure you smash that subscribe button. We are still on the road to 350 subscribers by the end of 2024, and only you, yes, you, can make that happen. So yeah, Make sure you subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you don't miss another upload on the channel. And yeah, take care and peace.